Hello folks and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. We're here in our expert parks under Loopy landscapes. That's the end micro parks there, but we still have these to get through. And we are today in Nevermore Park. It's a large park with a novel transportation system around its edge. Oh god. We have to have 10 different types of roller coasters operating in the park, each with a minimum length of 4,593 feet and an excitement rating of at least 700. This is going to take a while, I can already tell, but let's go ahead in here and take a look. Oh, it's this one that has the dumb roller coaster thing through it. Now, if we take a look here, I'm sure this meets the requirements. So that's fine. We have one coaster done. It just takes up so much space and it's so terrible. Oh my goodness. I hate it so much. This is also one of those weird ones where the generation station kind of goes here and then the people go out. Like, you don't see a tunnel with that on many parks in Roller Coaster Tycoon. All right, so we need to figure out what we're going to do here. I hate the pathing in this already, so I'm going to start locking some of this stuff down, and then we can investigate what's what, but some of this is just terrible. It's really, truly terrible, so I need to go in and knock all of the things I dislike out from existence. And I'm going to bring pretty much everybody into the fold up here. And that should be all well and good. We're going to shut this ride down. I know it's one of the rides we can do, but I can also just delete the entire thing and probably make enough money back that it makes sense for us to do that. But my goodness, I absolutely hate parks like this. It's fun. Like, it's cool to see the ideas and all that, blah, blah, blah. But it's also just kind of like not remotely realistic, not remotely that much fun to try to beat the challenge with, like, weird stuff like that. Like, there's no reason for this coaster to exist. I don't think there's a coaster in, or a park in the entire world that uses a roller coaster that has multiple stations to transport around. It sounds awesome, don't get me wrong. Like, I totally dig something like that in real life, but it's not like that. And that's one of the things I've been thinking about a lot with Roller Coaster Tycoon recently, is that this game is not really designed to be a, like, realistic amusement park simulator all of the time. It has that capability for sure, but it also has a lot of inherent flaws or issues or shortcomings that make it not that. And some of it is because of when it was programmed and all that. Some of it's just the pure design of the game. It was not, maybe, at least in my opinion, 1,000% designed to do some of the things that we would like it to do now. So that's just kind of my spiel on that. I could be totally, completely, fully wrong, and I've been wrong before. I will be wrong again. But that's kind of where I'm at on that one. All right, so let's take a look here. We have our opening spots. We should probably look at the rides. I'm going to pause everything here. We have actual transportation rides if we want to do that. We have a surprisingly good selection of general rides, a really good selection of thrill rides, and a decent selection of coasters. Let's see. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Will happen. Tough but could. Tough but could. We saw that this one can. That's going to happen. No, no. Yeah, that one could happen. That one could happen. That one could happen. Probably not, because people are going to get sick. No, no, no. All right. And then water rides. Yes, we got 2 high capacity great water rides. Fantastic. All right. So all we are going to do. Hold on. I need to set food. Oh, man. We're rocking and rolling with all this stuff. All right. I'm going to leave it as a normal coaster for now because we most definitely do not need to have any of that extra on there. We're going to slowly just start shutting down some of the paths here so that people no longer want to go these directions. And I don't think, oh, we do have people heading this way. All right, so I guess we have to shut that down. And we'll shut that down. And what's the fastest way back? Yeah, okay. This is where we're going to start building. This is going to be kind of the classic amusement park section of the park, I think. But before we do that, I would like to get our normal stuff out of the way. So, and there's no people requirements here, so we don't have to worry about necessarily making sure everybody's happy and has money and all of that. We know that we do have to do it a little bit, but more right now, we have to make money. We have $25,000 in the bank because I deleted the namestay attraction of the park, but I'm going to stand behind that. I think that's an okay thing to do in this one. And then we'll figure out what we need to do beyond that here in a moment. let's go ahead in here and just get our initial stuff set up. All right, boom, 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 boom. All right. Happy with all that. Let's go in and delete this silliness. Uh-oh. I deleted their exit, so I just need to pick them up, move them on over, move you on over. And there was another one in there too, wasn't there? It's very bad when I play a game, and I didn't play this for a very long time because it just wouldn't run on modern hardware for a very long time. And then I got it, and I still remember all the keyboard shortcuts. Like, I dumped so many, like countless hours into this game that it just feels like home coming back to play it again. I really am enjoying my time with it. I just also get very annoyed at some of the choices that were made in this game originally, but that's okay. Again, it's a product of the time it was made. It's a product of a whole bunch of things. And I still honestly enjoy playing. So I guess that has it going for it. And we got all of that stuff. We'll wait for a full load. All of that. And it's only going to be $1. Sure, we can open that up. There we go. You are going to get picked up. Yeah, you can go home. That's fine. I don't really care. And one of the things you got to do is get these people out of the park as quickly as possible because they do ruin your ratings eventually. And I would prefer that our rating stays up because that just allows us to get more people in the park much more quickly, much more easily. You can see all the people stuck way out here just want to go home. That's all they want to do. And I understand. Now, the real question is, do I have construction rights over top of this? Because that would be phenomenal if I do. I don't know if I do or not, but that would be lovely. All right, so we got that. Throw you up there. That whole area, for the most part, is clearing out here. All right, so let me get rid of all of that stuff. All right. So again, I am a bad Roller Coaster Tycoon player. I go in and wipe out all the things that I don't like, which in this park is essentially everything. But we will go through and remake it. We will make it good. It just needs a little love, and we will get that going here very shortly. So we do know we have construction rights over top at that part because you can see people exiting underneath there, which made me nervous for a second that there's still a whole bunch of people in the back part of this park. Or I suppose it's the front part of this park. We can see all these people, but they're leaving the park, so it's okay. So what I want right now is all these people to get out of our place, and we'll be in good shape. We don't have a lot of guests, but the guests we do have, they really want to stay. So we're going to go through and get rid of all this stuff. I apologize. This takes a little while to do. It's not the funnest to watch. I understand all of that, but I have to do it. I just have to. It just drives me crazy to have these things exist in here without any logical reason. And I can't see a logical reason for a lot of the stuff that was done on this park. So I'm just going to help that logic along a bit and just make sure that we don't have to deal with any of the weirdness that we otherwise would have to. All right, so we got all of that. Let's go through and get that one. And I'm assuming we're not going to have rights over there just because we can't connect paths to it. And right now we'd be able to. So that's my only reason why I think we will not have the ability to do that. But I need to check into that more. So let's go in here, put that on, and say goodbye to all those. This one's going to go away, and that one's going to go away. All right. Delete up some paths. Got that. Get all of this. And again, we're at we have significant amounts of money right now, which is nice. I think it's enough to build 2 coasters that satisfy the needs of this park out of the 10 that we need to build, but that's okay. I'm okay starting slow and building up more from that. It's more when it's just there's not a lot you can save, not a lot you can do, and you just kind of got to build from nothing. We at least have a really nice nest egg that we get to start with, and that should greatly help us. Let's see, we're at 30, so we can get the 130. Yay us. Boom, boom. Get those in there like so. Launch zone it is. Charge $4 for it. Boom. I want to go 45. I know it can go up to 47, but I like the 45 better. I think it looks better. It launches more realistically because a real launch tower would never ever get close to that point if it were like when I leave it there, it gets all the way up to the top, kind of going over. That would never happen in real life. So I'm okay with that and not doing anything wild with that one. Let's get our little line in there like so. We could throw a bathroom back there because why the heck not? It fits in quite nicely. And we're going to settle this area here a little bit more. So I'm going to flatten out some of this. I know the purists are annoyed at me, but it's what it is. And I flattened a little bit too much, but that's okay. What the real intent of this area for me is I want it to be an area where we can build some really basic flat rides and just kind of have guests in that spot without any problems. It's a little off of where I'd like it to be, but that's okay. I think we'll be all right with this. We'll still keep the hill and all that stuff in place. And I know I'm burning a lot of money unnecessarily right now, and I'm totally okay with that. So boom, 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 boom. All right. All right, we got all of this going. Again, we'll get to the coasters here momentarily. It's not going to be... We have plenty of money. I'm spending far too much on landscaping right now, but again, I'm just trying to make this thing work and work well and be sustainable because we need to have a park that really drives income. And the only way to get a park that drives income is to have a selection of all of the rides, not just coasters. You have to have all of them. It just helps overall with all the things, especially when they're starting to run out of money. They have options to go on some of the less expensive rides. Okay, so that's there. Now what I can do is we're going to rebuild this part of the path. It's going to be like that. It's going to start coming up. Maybe not quite yet. And I might have gone up too high already, actually. There we go. That's what I want. All right, so that's going to come out here like that. And then we can loop it in with this guy. And I always forget, yeah. There we go. And I'm okay with that being up right now, even though it's not pretty and it's not the best design in the world. I'm okay with that for right now. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Compact inverted coaster. Yeah, we can do stuff with that. All right. The first coaster I'm going to try to build in this small area, although I would need to. I want to build some more flat rides here first. But I really, really want to build like a mine train coaster in this area. But we need to do some more work first. All right, so maybe we'll build a splash boat or log flume. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's get that going first. And this one's going to be mostly underground, I think. This doesn't need to be anything special. Just get rid of that. Boom, boom. And that we can do some little stuff here. There we go. Okay, I need to come up with one more. Do a little S-bend thingy to get around that. All right, I think that'll work. Not really super thrilled with any of that, but we're just trying to have it do its job. That's all we really need. And this is going to be a monster as far as, like, wow. I'm a little concerned, but we'll be all right, I think. All right, so we got that. You on there. We're obviously going to use the blue line. Bring that out like so. There we go. I think that's a fine line. Nothing big deal. It works. And it leaves us this area over here. Like there's a flat area here that we can easily get a coaster entrance and all that stuff to, and have it go somewhere. I don't know where exactly. But I need to get going on coasters at some point here. I just want to build a decent selection of rides that are going to satisfy the needs of what we really need in this park. Which I know the goal is coasters. 100% absolutely true. I hate building incomplete parks that don't have all of the other things that I would want in a park. So I want to make sure we have all of that stuff in there. Okay, we can do that. Fantastic. All right, so I can knock these down. I can put a spiral slide in there. Entrance and exit. Nope, we're going to knock that down to a buck. Raise that up to 5. Okay. Then I guess we'll go with the red. Then we'll open that bad boy up. We are also going to have to do some of the not so fun things here. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, and this time's going to be lemonade, I think. 4, and these guys are going to be $2. Oh god, I never opened this one up. Normally I would really care about that stuff, but like in a park like this where I know I'm just going to be dumping a ton of time into it, it's okay. Alright, let's see what we got here as our ratings. We'll pause that real fast. It's 1 minute and 52 seconds. Or 2 minutes and 52 seconds, goodness. And by 50, yeah. Alright, so that's 172 divided by 27. It's never going to go evenly, but 6.3 is not bad. Okay, so the maximum wait time we'll have is 6. Minimum is going to be more like 4. Wait for a full load. And I'm going to let some of this space out here again, just so that we don't have boats potentially crashing into each other. Like, where is boat 15? Boat 13. All right. Once it gets there, we can open it up. There we go. And our nice little tiny park is slowly coming to life here. It's not what it needs to be yet, but it will get there. And I like this little flat area here as a coaster station, so we have something over top of that whole area. Let's see. We have gotten the compact one, which isn't totally ideal, but it should work. I think I'm going to go with Mine Train. I have a weird love of Mine Train coasters in this game. I don't know why. I just really, really dig them. So got that. Back that up. There we go. Do. Let's see. Can I have it go down? No. Oh, it's because of that spot right there. And I'm just doing dipsy-doos and the things I normally do. And I don't know how fast it's going to be going there, so I might actually bring that down a little bit more. And then we'll bring that in some brakes. And a block brake. And then if I played my cards right... Oh man, that's beautiful. All right. That worked out almost as good as I'd hoped. It's pretty solid there. All right. And I just really need to make sure that I get the distance and all this stuff here. All right, got that. Everything in me wants to just bring us in and just see where it's at, so I might do that. I might give into that desire to do so. But we're going to stretch it out just a little bit more if we can here. Yeah, we're running into everything there. Okay. Then we'll bring that down, and it lines up beautifully. Okay. So block breaks, great. We'll throw on regular brakes. All right, we got all that in place. Throw that there, that there. Let's see, 2 trains is more than enough. I don't remember reverse being any part of the game originally, so I'm not going to do that. I am going to increase the lift hill speed, and let's test and see what we got. Our goal is just under 5,000 feet, correct? It's 4,500. Okay. Ooh, baby, it crawls. Come on. So that's going to be the turn. Let's pop up. There we go. Now it's going to go through block brakes. And then it's going to hit its lift hill. Oh, God. Did I forget the... Oh, God. Okay. See what I did? I forgot to put the lift hill on. Forgot to click the chain button. In my excitement of getting that part built there. Forgot all that. Oh, that also added the ability for us to have another train. Take a look. There's another train out on the track currently. So I have a good idea if this one completes its circuit fully. Based on if it stopped at the blocks. Well, I guess it should because the spotted a lift hill here. Alright, that works nicely. It's a very brief pause. I love playing with the colors on these things. Black train and let's go with a darker brown train. Or beige train. Oh, beige train's terrible. Yeah, let's go with the silver one that has black. Comes in nice and slow. Let's see if it actually reaches. I don't know if it's going to actually reach our the length that we need to have here. Nope, not even close. Okay. So that's when we have to do more work. All right, so where do we want to do that work at? So I have it come out like that. Then we're gonna need to throw in another lift hill here. No, is that 105? And right now I'm just trying to do big hills and stuff. Look at all the money I've spent already. Good God. I'm going to try to shoot this in that gap there if I can. There we go. I'm going to keep stealing some money here. We can go up to 25. Okay. Now, I'm oddly okay taking out far too much money, mainly just because I know that we will be able to make it back once this coaster gets up and running. Okay, I think that'll work still. Spin it in like that. Let's see, how do I get that all the way? Okay, I can come straight through like that. Fantastic. If I raise it up one, can I also come straight through? No. Okay. If I do it there, I can. Okay, that's great. That's why I wanted to check. I just want to throw on another block break there. Some additional breaks. So my goal is to get this bad boy to go into there if I can. Let's see what we got here. There's a whole mess of stuff. It's so hard to see. All right, we're gonna throw an already photo section in there. Pop it up one. Turn, like so. And we don't even have to go up. We can just have it go straight into the brakes, I guess. All right, let's test it now and see what it does. I'll try to pay back some loan. And we'll see what happens here. Still have 3 trains, but they're all self-contained now. All right, this part has been unchanged. The first part, this drop here is all the same. This part's the same. And now once we make this turn here, once we make this last turn right in front of the carousel, this is all new. That was beautiful airtime hill on that. I really liked how that looked. Well, that's a fun interaction right there. I think we're gonna have a problem right there. Yep. I was a little worried about this spot here. Because we have these at 40 and our ride heights are at 50, so that's going to be a problem. All right, let's do this. Not usually a big fan of not curving stuff, but I think it'll be okay here. That's too high. Let me stop building backwards for a second here. There we go. All right, let's test that again. I'm burning far too much time here. I apologize, folks. Just very unsure about how I want this park to work and this coaster. I might have to go back and just delete it all and try something different, but we'll find that out soon enough. All right, so we have all that. I just want to make sure it's going like not super fast through this particular spot because it's going to be rough if it is. Nah, it's 20-something miles. Look at all that interaction. Oh, man, that's cool. That's cool. I really like that. All right, we're through the first set of block breaks. I'm pretty sure we could run another train if we wanted to. But the spacing will help this out tremendously. We just need to make sure we reached our... Oh, my goodness. Blew it out of the water. I don't know why I do that, but... when it happens like that, I tend to just overshoot it by like an insane amount. So, mission accomplished, I guess. All right, so we got that. Let's see, we got to do some quick math here. It's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. My goodness. 170 divided by 3 means they're going to be in the station for 56 seconds at an absolute maximum. So take that down to 54. Our minimum wait time, we're going to do it like, I don't know, 45. All right, now we just got to build our exit and entrance queues and all that stuff, and then we can get this ride rolling along here. All right, and then we can open this bad boy up. And we'll see what it does. My goodness. All right, we got to do some advertising for this ride. And we can afford the max, so we're going to do that. And we'll see how this does at attracting new guests to the park. And we also have to hire some staff. Oh, there's people coming for sure. And this one hopefully should pay us back pretty nicely. There we go. Look at all this nice interaction. Once we got that first round of trains through, it seems to do the job here. 78 people on board that. The log flume has... Oh, we got new coaster type though. Log flume is currently broken down. How many people are on it? About 80 something people. There, 90. There we go. And you can see we are absolutely for sure making some good money back. We're down to... We're almost paid off the loan that we took out. We have another $5,000 or so to go, but my goodness, it's doing its thing. And we're halfway through our marketing campaign on that. I think we're going to do free rides on the log flume, because again, it does have the on-ride photo, so it should be making us money no matter what. This thing's making us $10,000 an hour. This one should be rocketing money. Yeah, 18, and it's going to go up from there. I just need to make sure that we have an entertainer. That entertainer is going to exist over here. There we go. Okay. I feel like that's going to be a relatively long line. There we go. All right, how many people are actually in line? 154. That shouldn't be too bad. But again, it ride cycles 2.5 minutes or so, a little over. Almost 3 minutes. So yeah, we do need to just be careful of that. All right, so then we got to figure out what we're doing with the rest of this park. I do like the idea of looping a path all the way around. I did lose the inside track there though, so I need to do that. But I really do want to build another coaster. I think an out and back wood coaster would be very easy and very nice and clean to build. So that's going to be the next one on the docket for us. We don't have a ton of cash right now, but we will get it. It's not that big a deal. There we go. I think that should fit all 12. Nope, one more. There we go, that should be 12. There we are. Yes. All right. And I'm just doing stupid stuff right now. Like, there's no good reason to make this coaster do what I'm asking it to do right yet. That's okay. There doesn't need to be a good reason. All right, and then we're gonna set it on down. All right, so do that. All right, and I'm just, again, I'm trying to waste some track length here, making just a pretty normal out and back coaster. A little bit of an expensive one, but it's not too bad. And then we should be able to move pretty quickly coming back down this thing. For another on-ride photo section, because why the heck not? What's our height over at the station here? 40. Okay. No, I need to go one more. My bad. Let's see here. Oh, we're up at our max limit here, so we just got to speed the game up a little bit to get some more cash in our pockets. I want to see if I can just bring this back home more quickly here. And for once, I'm not trying to make a capacity monster. Usually I love to make capacity monsters, but not right now. There's no need. No, I can't do that, even though I really want to. Can do that, though. All right. That's at 40 as well. Oh, we got a looping coaster. Heck yeah. Just need time to speed up a little more again so we can have some money to work with. And then block brakes. Nope, nope, nope. Block brakes. Come on, we have the money. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. All right, we got that. I'm definitely not doing 4. We can do 3. Let's test. I said I was trying not to make a capacity monster, but I potentially did make a capacity monster here. I'm sorry. So I'm going to go with some brighter colors. Usually I go with like kind of the more drab colors because I like how they look on the coasters, but I'm going to go with brighter colors here. All right, here it goes. Doing its thing. If you're in the front seat of this, man, you're just getting thrown out of your seat constantly. What I like here is that the speed's not over the top. There's parts of it that it really moves, but there's also parts where it's not booking it. So this is where we can add in more length if we need to. I don't think that we will, but it's there if we need to. We actually almost don't need that lift hill, which is incredible. All right, and once we get these spaced out a little better, it should be good. But let's see if we got that 4,600-ish feet set up. Oh god, we need more. Just need a little bit more, but that's okay because we can play with this area here and get that length, no problem. So we're gonna do something like this. We'll drop it down 1 or 2 more. We'll have it. Do something like that. Then we just need some more cash. And then this just needs to turn that way. All right. No, no, no. I want that. That. There we go. All right, let's test that, see what it does. I'm going to fast forward all this because I know it's going to make it. I just want to see if we added enough length to get this to do what we needed to do here. Did we do it? Heck yeah, we did. Let's call this Great White. And that's 2 of 10 accomplished. Yeah, baby. All right, so let's go ahead and build a line here for this thing. Okay, I didn't mean to build a capacity monster, but I absolutely did build a capacity monster. I'm sorry. Not that sorry. I really do love building them. Got all of that in place. Oh, I have to do some math here. All right, so we have 3 trains, so it's going to be 39 seconds between trains. So our maximum is going to be more like 36. Our minimum is going to be more like 30. This will be another $10 ride because I think it's exciting. Yeah, very high. What's this one at? See, it's even better. Let's open that up. Our park rating is on the way up. So we got an inverted coaster, looping coaster, hyper coaster. Yeah, we got lots of stuff we can build at this point, which is wonderful to have. All right, what we're also going to do here is, while we can, add a little bit more random capacity to this park. Love good random capacity. And yeah, we still have a whole lot of park left. Like, we have not scratched the surface on the size of this park at all. So our next spot, we have this area here. I'm going to bring this out like so. It's going to give us more space to do stuff here in the near future. Go. Got all of that there. Just throw in a popcorn bucket just for funsies. Because why not? Alright, so it's going to go up to there, I think. I'll have to play with that height and see if that's... I think that one looks better. Alright, let's test and see what it does. $4 sounds fine. Wait for full load, all that stuff. Pay us. There we go. All right, what do we got? Yep, that all works. Open that up. In this pathway, we continue out here and go around. We'll eventually tie it back in with another loop and probably a connection across the front as well. We just haven't gotten there yet. This bad boy still is drawing in lots of people. 104 people on that ride. 80 something on this one. 72 on this one. And what is the ratings here? 76% versus 80%. What's the problem with this one? Great, can't afford it. Okay. And Great Weight has a significantly higher capacity as well per hour. It's at like 2,700, I think is what I saw. Yeah, whereas this bad boy is at 1,800. The log flume may even be higher at 2,700. I love log flumes. You can see this line is now starting to not fill up quite as much, even though we just loaded a train. That's much more than a train's length because people are now starting to get in line for this bad boy, which is exactly what we wanted. All right, let's speed up here and see what we can do. And once we have more cash in the bank here, we'll be able to do more stuff. What did we just get? Face-off cars for a car. No, it doesn't help me. So I'm just trying to pay back the loan right now, but you can see this line is definitely lessening up more, and this one is slowly gaining. It's not gaining very quickly, which is great, and really, this variety should have a much longer line than what this one does because the capacity is not double, but it's 1,000-ish more. So it really should be rocking and rolling with that. Like the capacity is showing down here, but it was at 2,700 a little bit ago. Now it's at, yeah, I don't know why it does that. See, it fluctuates every so often, but it makes us $26,000 an hour. This bad boy is making us $21,000 an hour. And this bad boy is making us 11. So those rides alone are responsible for so much money per hour. It's unbelievable. And look at this. We're almost paid back our loan entirely, which we are now. Didn't cross the line here. There's still a line there. All right. So with this pathway here, I think this area in here calls for a coaster that we can hopefully kind of tie into that whole area and just have that exist. Then this pathway will continue farther out here, come over this way, and we'll probably tie it into something that we can try to do around here. Don't know what exactly, but we do have an underground path, and I can kind of continue what they had before and have it make a little bit of sense. Maybe? I don't know. We'll figure that all out here real soon, but let's play a little bit and see what we can do. I want to slow the game back down. We have already paid off more than what our original loan amount was, so that's very nice. Let's go through here. And just try to get this pathway built on. Oops. Nope, nope, nope. Zero, that's at 0 as well, okay. There we go. So that is now connected there. Just need to remove all that stuff so I can see what the heck I'm looking at. Now in some parks, the guests really like to go explore new pathways almost immediately. This one's taking a little while. There's our first little adventure going down here, but it took a little longer than normal for them to try to piece that together. I am going to throw a food place over here, though. This is like one of my favorite types of places to sell food in the game, because you have a captive audience. They're not doing anything else. All right, and then this pathway, what we eventually want to have it do is go up here, I think. Nope, let's go one more over. I'm just going to have it ride the curve in there like so. I don't actually know if that lines up or not, but let's see. What are the height differences here? That's going to be more telling. 30 to 20, or 0, not 20. Goodness. All right, so we're going to do that, and then we can start our upward descent. All right, there we go. Got that loop built in there. There's not a lot going on with it all right now, but there will be. Just need to get some things established here. See, all right, so we can definitely do another info kiosk over here. And we can definitely throw a bathroom over there. And let's go in and do our due diligence here. All right. And then just to finish off the last of those pieces, looks like we already have it all done. Fantastic. All right, we're gonna have to do more, obviously, with like the rest of this, but let's put a bathroom down here just because I think that makes sense. And let's throw on some ice cream too. Why not? All right, we're gonna have to expand our cleaning staff a bit now that we've like more than doubled the amount of pathways in here. Hire some more mechanics because they're all currently busy, and we're gonna have to double our number of security guards, and by double I mean more than double, to get those guys all in there. All right, at least people are buying the stuff, which helps pay for all of that expansion, and then we're gonna build a coaster somewhere in here. I'm trying to decide if I want it to be a do I want it to be a twister or do I want it to be the looping one? I guess a invert could theoretically work as well, but not really. Ooh, we got Giga too? Heck yeah. Maybe I'll make a little baby Giga. That sounds fun. Let's make a baby Giga. So there we go. That's going to come up like so. Oh, we're going to borrow money, don't worry. Oh, so we went up to 145. All right, and we're gonna just let this thing exist in this world over here. Forgot how expensive gigas can be and are, so we're gonna spend a lot of money here. That's okay. It should be worth it. Can I do it? Come on, baby. Nope. So I don't know if it's going to make it through all that. It's broken down. Nope, just needed a second. Goodness, we're burning through cash. That's okay. That's what this one requires, is just to spend some money. All right, photo section, obviously. What's the height of the station? 25. Okay, so we're already over what we need. All right, let's throw some brakes on here. All right, I don't like how this is ending up, but it should work, I think. I'm gonna throw my entrance over there, exit back there. Look at the line gone, and this one is standing nice and strong now. All right, we should have 3 trains. Fantastic. Let's test it and see what it does. And the colors on the train themselves, awful. That's right. We definitely didn't need a cable lift with this hot mess of a brake run area, but that's okay. It should be rocketing around all of this. Oh, look at that floater air. Beautiful. All right, it's going to come around here at 40 miles an hour and dive down even more. This is going to be brutal. Oh. Oh. It was over the top of that hill at 40 miles an hour. I thought we'd be going a little slower at this point, but nope. And that's okay. That ride is an absolute rocket. It's going to have high intensity. I might have to reprofile this, but that's okay. There we go. And it's still not long enough. My God. This scenario is ridiculous. Like, I'm still 1,000 feet short. How is that remotely possible? All right, so we're going to back this way up. Like, I like this idea here, but this area needs to be profiled really badly. All right, we're just gonna make this thing do my favorite dipsy doos. All right, and I'm trying to decide if I want to make another brake run, what I want to do exactly here. Like, I could easily throw in mid-course brakes and just have it kind of slow down and come to a stop here, but I don't think that's what I want to do quite yet. Alright, so if I do, I'm just trying to block breaks. Nope. All right, so it's going to be something like that. This thing should still be really absolutely flying at this point. At least that's what I'm hoping it is. No, we didn't have turns in the game. Alright, we'll do that, I guess. Just need some more cash. Because we went way in the red there. Oh my goodness. All right, and let's see, I think I'm off by 1. Yeah, I am. Okay. All right, let's test and see what that looks like. It's going to be down to 2 trains since I removed the block. I suppose I could have put 1 in there, but I don't like that. So let's see how it does. We know it does fine at the first half. Nothing big deal. There we go. And this is all new stuff starting right about now. So we got some big looping things. It's going to loop back in on itself here. Then it's running back again. There, and then we have lots of just extra track length for just track length reasons. Gonna come in here and comes into brakes at 36 miles an hour. Fantastic. We're gonna call it Yellow Jacket. It didn't actually beat it by that much. Goodness. All right. Let's see. This was 1minute and 23 seconds, so 40 seconds is the max. And this one's going to be a little weird because of how this coaster is set up, so I'm going to do 35 there. All right, we're going to get this coaster opened up and just see how it functions, and then I think we're going to call it a day. We are a little less than a third of the way to our goal, but that's okay. We will get there without problem. Just a matter of time. All right, we can open that up. We're going to finance. We're going to put some ads out for said Yellow Jacket. Start that up. And I'm also going to take that opportunity to shorten this line up as well. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. Okay, that's fine. That's doesn't always follow what I wanted to do. Okay. So that should at least, we eliminated a big part of that line. This line, what's it sitting at now? 7 minutes. Beautiful. No problem whatsoever. Let's see what we can do here. Getting some new blood in the park, hopefully, so that we have many, many more customers. I really dislike that has to hold there. Really, really dislike that. Another block break area would have helped that, but we just didn't have the space, I don't think. I maybe could have, with a regular one, I could have maybe shortened that. I don't know. Well, yeah, we could definitely done a regular turn here and then had that one be longer, but I would have ran 2 trains, and that may or may not have been successful. I don't know. But this ride with 2 train cycles as many as what this one does with 3, so that's kind of awesome. And then we're just going to pay back some loan. This bad boy should be making us a good amount of money here. Just taking a look at its capacity. 29, heck yeah. And it's going to make us $25,000 an hour. That's going to update as well here. See, we had ride stuff that it went up, dropped back down a little bit, went way up. And it's continuing to go way up, and that's because of our new coaster. So we're just going to pay back some loan, and then we'll resume here next time. I just want to get back down to the $10,000 area. All right, we're just about there. We're just about $1,000 to go. Yellow Jacket is still making a decent amount of money per hour. Could make more, but we're good. All right, folks. Well, that's going to wrap us up here for our first beginning part of this. I kind of love this. It reminds me a little bit of Sky Rush at Hershey Park, where you have, what is the coaster? Comet. You have Comet, which is a white and black ride like this. You have Sky Rush, which is yellow, and I think it has blue supports. And yeah, it's kind of reminiscent of that for me. But I'll catch you next time. We're going to keep attacking this one and see what we can do. But until then, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.